Weber and Greg Anthony from the sideline. Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Two conference rivals, C-Web, squaring off tonight. A little extra. You can feel it riding on this one.
Oh, yeah. And you know how the conference rival games go. These games can mean a lot at the end of the season when you're talking about playoff seeding, tiebreakers, all that good stuff. And there's never been anything wrong, in my opinion, with a little mutual dislike. I mean, there are no friends when you step between these lines.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Hart is out there with ball, and it's McGee in at the center. Here's Cunningham. That one, no good. LeBron with some nice D. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
That's just superb concentration despite getting hit. James is just excellent at scoring through contact.
Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again focus on the court.
Free throw good, James. And for LeBron, it's really about the media circus, Greg, that surrounds him when he's a free agent.
And boy, it's hard because his free agency is the story in the NBA. Honestly, maybe the story in sports. The decision he made with this team completely shaped and shifted the outlook of the entire league. All other free agents and teams were just waiting to see what he'd do before the dominoes start to fall.
Here's LeBron following the score by DeMar DeRozan. James, the pass to Hart. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul, and now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him to sit on the bench.
And the Spurs making a change here. Hurdle's checked in. First quarter, just over a minute played. Now, here's Ball. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio. Clock is at 3. No good from outside. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gay kicks to Forbes. Pass to DeRozan. Here is Forbes. Over in the corner, Cunningham. That 3 off the mark. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Well, it tells you a lot about who was the more aggressive team. I mean, they should have that same exact attitude tonight.
Goes back up. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, that makes them 1 for 5 from the field so far. They need to start getting some better looks.
Bertle, the pass to Forbes. He kicks it to Cunningham. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. From deep, Gay. The shot, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And the Lakers with another miss. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 1. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Ball. And Forbes kicks to Gay. The pass to Cunningham. Here's DeRozan. Guarded by Kuzma. Fade away, and the basket is good.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
And, Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron, one of the best to ever play the game?
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
He misses the free throw.
For all those people waiting for LeBron to start showing his age, you might not want to start holding your breath. This man's got a lot of time left in this league.
And he's good on the second. Now, Chris, this is what we've been waiting for. Opening day, everyone starts with a clean slate, and optimism is high.
There's optimism for every team, even the ones in the middle of rebuilds. And for the fans, I tell you, this is the best day ever because everybody's team is undefeated, and it's possible for anyone to win a championship. We're not in February, the doom days of February, where fans have their head down because the record kind of shows them the reality of the situation. So right now, this is for the dreamers. This is for the fans to root their teams on. Optimism is abundant, but it may not last that long for some teams.
Good perspective.
One shot.
That's good from Rudy Gay.
Oh, man, I just love the talent and attitude of the young core of the Lakers. I mean, think about Ball, Ingram, and Kuzma. They all play with passion. This team has a bright future as the group grows together.
And that one's good by LeBron. LeBron's got 6.
No one commands more attention from the defense. But LeBron knows how to beat it. I mean, he can do it in a variety of ways.
Cunningham passes to Purtle. And Forbes kicks to Gay. And the 3 off target. And the Lakers youth movement, they were the second youngest team in the league last season.
Well, the Lakers front office has done a good job of making the most out of their draft picks. I mean, when you get steals like Kuzma and Hart late in the draft, you add so much depth to a team. Very excited to see how Ball, Ingram, Kuzma develop with this franchise.
So it's the Spurs now, following the 3 by the Lakers. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Lakers second.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Now here's Ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kuzma inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
Spurs trail by 4. Forbes the pass to Cunningham. Now here's DeRozan. Not a lot of room. Over Hart. DeRozan gets the bucket. 6 points for him. The Spurs come into this one following a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. And here's McGee. 8 points his last outing. Back to James. Passes it to Hart. James in the post. DeRozan defending. Here's Hart. James right side. Shoots over DeRozan. The good-looking shot from the wing. That's now 8 points for LeBron.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
Gay kicks to Pirtle. Dishes it to Cunningham. Shoots over Kuzma. And the Spurs scoring again. LeBron with it. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Chalk up 2 there. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Spurs trail by 4. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to DeRozan. In low. Rebounded by the Lakers. LeBron outside. Back to Kuzma. James outside. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. No good that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to DeRozan. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Look at this. I like this team basketball. Keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot.
Pass to Kuzma. Back to Ball. From deep. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Ball. Kuzma's got a couple of threes now in the first for Los Angeles. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And there were a lot of hidden gems, Chris, in that 2017 draft, and Kyle Kuzma is right at the top of the list.
Well, Kuzma was taken with the 27th overall pick, but he looked like a top 5 pick if you ask me. He probably was just for being a 3-year player at Utah, but that time in college allowed him to hone his skill set. I mean, he came into the league with a wide variety of very polished moves.
And the Spurs with some changes. Davis Bertans checks in for Jakob Poeltl. Derek White comes in for Cunningham. And it's Mills in for Bryn Forbes. And then for Los Angeles, Tyson Chandler is checked in for JaVale McGee. Lance Stevenson comes in for LeBron. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Hart. Now here's Gay. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Lakers. Well, in recent years, C-Web players have flirted with quadruple doubles, but they're just so elusive. I mean, you've got to do a lot to get those kind of numbers.
Now think about it. Embiid and Westbrook have both come close. So Westbrook comes close to anything with a double at the end of it. And Draymond Green, he missed once on points. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that Akeem the Dream Olajuwon did it, but you think about it. You're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So how are you going to get those 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks?
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive, yeah.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Oh, well, Kevin, throughout his career, Gay has been an offensive force and mastermind in manipulating defenses.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Spurs trail by 4. Gay finds Mills. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Mills has got his first basket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Stevenson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. Beasley's checked in for the Lakers. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Stevenson. San Antonio with the rebound. to the paint. Here's White. It's good. This game is all even.
I mean, this D is a joke. It's way too passive. They got to get a body on him, and he's on his way to the bucket.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. He knows they're up against the team that plays best when it can get to the front of the rim. So the #1 concern defensively is coming over to help to cut off drives and cutting down all lanes to the hoop. Kevin will see who imposes their will upon the other.
Thank you, David. Spurs have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles on D. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. And there's the pass to Bertans. Buries the long-range jumper. And now a three-point Spurs lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Count the basket. Ball's got his first basket of the night.
He has the size to be a factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away from testing his luck from there.
Pass to Bellinelli. Back to Bertans. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Stevenson against White. Stevenson outside. 6 to shoot. Tries a three. Bertans grabs the board. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Mills passes to Gay. No good, shot missing. Excellent D there from Beasley. The Lakers trail. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Fires the three. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Bertans kicks to White. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. So it's the Lakers now. 29 seconds left to play here in the first. On the wing, Stevenson. He's covered by Gay. Now here's Ball. D right on him, and that one is good. Ball's got his second bucket of the night.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Now Gay. The three from Mills, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building the lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
Mills out there with White. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Bertans in at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
To the middle. Unloads. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Bertans got 5 points so far. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Stevenson. It's not going to go for him. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. Mills passes to White. Back to Mills. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat.
And looking at the Hornets matchup, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
Well, then Caldwell Pope really sees the court well. Everyone knows this guy can shoot, but his passing is also outstanding.
And White kicks to Aldridge. Pass to Bellinelli. And here's Mills. Releases. Rebound the Lakers. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Stevenson outside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Good on the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timely.
Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Pass to Bellinelli. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
Now here's Stevenson. 5 on the clock. Drops it in from 11 feet. Stevenson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside White. The pass to Mills. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Stevenson. The Lakers in the lead. To the inside. Chandler trying to free himself up. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Spurs. Back to White. Inside. Here's Mills. And the layup's good off the glass. Mills has got his second basket of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Stevenson outside. Caldwell Pope outside. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. The Lakers keep it alive. Fresh 24. Stevenson outside. Tries again. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Stevenson's got 6 points.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Passes to Mills. Fires from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mills has got his 3rd bucket of the night. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Looking at big men around the NBA, which are the best triple threats? Guys who can shoot, drive, and pass out of that screen.
I think of 2. One being Anthony Davis. The factor. He can get his shot. He's so quick, and he's a good post-up player as well and can face the basket. And then DeMarcus Cousins, I don't know if there's a better big man, a better center than when it comes to him. He can take you out on the three-point line. He can dribble and get a three. He can take you out on the three-point line, set a flare screen, catch and shoot the three. He can get it at the three-point line, drive you to the hole, get an and one, and then he can take you on the post and just bully and posterize you as well. So I don't think there's one that comes to mind with a better skill set than Boogie Cousins.
And that list is growing. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Cunningham comes in for Davis Bertans. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for White. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Patty Mills. And it's DeRozan missing. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Back to Kuzma. Stevenson finds James. Pulls up. Hits in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
DeRozan surveying the D. And there's the call on Chandler. That's foul number 2 for him.
He better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
Hart, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Cunningham kicks to Poeltl. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And let's check out stats for James. Coming off a terrific season. 2nd in assists, 3rd in scoring, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists. His court vision, his ability to control the pace of a game makes him especially impossible to defend. And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
Well, they certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you. Now here is McGee. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 5 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Hart. It's stolen by DeRozan. Trying his luck deep. Rebound by JaVale McGee. The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Hart kicks to McGee. On the wing, James. And they double up LeBron. Shot clock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Spurs now. A floater, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on DeRozan. Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
And he knocks down the first one. The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it to Cunningham. Now here is Pirtle. Here is Forbes. Lock at 6. Right side, DeRozan over James. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And that's now 10 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection. And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
And that one, good. Forbes has got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, you'd like to see a stronger pick than that, but it turns out he didn't need the help.
At the elbow, it's James. Over Pirtle. And it's LeBron missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Ball's checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles on D, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's DeRozan. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Feeds it to LeBron. Ball, the pass to McGee. James against Gay. 5 to shoot.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
The Lakers have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier. Free throw good, LeBron. Good on both. San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 1. And Forbes kicks to Cunningham. Now here is Pirtle. Guarded by McGee. Pass to DeRozan. Ball's knocked loose. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
An exceptional decision maker in transition situation. Boy, he's so awesome at reading the floor.
To the paint. Here's Hart. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Unloads from 13. Connects. The jumper drops. Kuzma's got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
Even under pressure, Kuzma keeps his concentration, refusing to let the defense alter his shot in the paint.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. LeBron James 3rd.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Now here's Ball. He's guarded closely. Over Gay. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Lakers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. That's good from McGee. Both free throws good from McGee. Spurs trail by 7. Here is Forbes. He kicks it to Cunningham. And that time, also a missed shot. Here's Hart. DeRozan defending. Here's Kuzma. McGee, the pass to Hart. Now, here's Ball. Defense right on him. Can't hit from in close.
Even that close to the bucket, that's a very tough finish in that kind of traffic.
And stolen by LeBron. And it's Ball that time on the assist by LeBron. That's now 8 points for Lonzo Ball.
Able to keep his balance even while getting hit. I mean, Ball absorbs contact very well.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Mills, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes.
And here's the stat sheet on DeMar DeRozan. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 23 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Yeah, impossible to check right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Stolen by Ball. And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 16 points for LeBron.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Gay kicks to Pirtle. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Lakers running again. Hart, that's good.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
Spurs trail by 13. And here's Mills. He's got 7. Here's DeRozan. Got it from 16 feet. DeRozan's got 6 in the quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and is too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Here's Ball following the score by DeMar DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Ball, the pass to Kuzma, and that one drops for him. Kuzma's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Cunningham kicks to Pirtle. Pass to Mills. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Kuzma with the ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, he's such an active guy, Kev. It's hard to guard Kuzma and not foul him sometimes.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
2 shots. Last on the first.
That free throw, no good.
And for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Davis Bertans comes in for Pirtle, and Derek White subbed in for Dante Cunningham. Tyson Chandler is checked in for the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 14-point game. On the wing, DeRozan. Over James. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
I love the defensive tenacity. James showing real hustle and energy on this end of the floor.
And so it's Los Angeles, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
We welcome you back to San Antonio. Always so much to do along the Riverwalk, which this bridge spans, such a vibrant part of the city. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, and a few times he's done a good job of initiating contact, yet getting the foul called on the defender.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Spurs trail by 14. Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Ball out there with Hart, and it's LeBron in at the 3. And last summer, after 9 terrific seasons in Toronto, DeMar DeRozan traded to San Antonio.
And guys, you have to feel for the sudden change for DeRozan. Gave Toronto some of their best years. At the same time, happy that DeRozan has gone to an organization that has proven success over the years.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here is Los Angeles now. LeBron kicks the ball. To the paint. Hart, that's good. Hart's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said, it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, D.A. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks.
The timing, the precision. You got to respect Kuzma's ability to drain shots off the pass.
And Forbes kicks to Gay. The pass to Aldridge. He dishes it to Cunningham. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Cunningham's got his second bucket of the night.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
They get it back, and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Tuesday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town.
And for that matchup with the Clippers, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Here is Forbes, passes it to Gay. Here is Cunningham, clock at 6. DeRozan finds Aldridge. It's deflected.
Having a little bit of trouble at the start of the half. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Down low. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here is Forbes. Gay outside. Pass to Aldridge. There's the dish to Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Tipped away. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And checking out the stats for Aldridge. Last season, he played outstanding. 9th in scoring, 17th in rebounding, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Now here's James. 16 points for him. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. Hart kicks to Kuzma. Back to Hart. Lays it up and banks it in. Hart's got 4 points this quarter.
An all-around player. Kuzma is very solid at finding his guys in their spots.
Spurs trail by 15. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Spurs.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Here is Forbes. They get a hand on it. Cunningham dishes it to Forbes. Kicks it to Cunningham. Pass to Aldridge. Shot clock at 5. Here's Forbes. Offline with his 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Hart. DeRozan defending. LeBron outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
James is a workhorse down deep. When he's close to the basket, you better wrap him up.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And Los Angeles with some changes. Beasley's checked in for JaVale McGee. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. And he sinks the second. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Ball. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. The Spurs making a switch here. Bellinelli's checked in. DeRozan passes to Forbes. Cunningham kicks to Bellinelli. 6 to shoot. Over James. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Ball with it. 8 points for him. He feeds it to LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Stevenson outside. Now, here's Ball. T right on him. Back to Stevenson. Over Cunningham. And again, it's the Lakers.
That's not a possession they'll want to repeat. Despite the points, they got to get a better shot than that.
Spurs trail by 18. And Forbes kicks to Bellinelli. Stolen by Stevenson. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, did you see how Ball initiated the contact on that drive? He doesn't shy away from it. Welcomes taking on the defense and finishing.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 16. Here's Aldridge. The feed to Bellinelli. Good work there as it goes. Bellinelli's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
Ball kicks to James. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
San Antonio calls timeout.
And it wasn't the quickest start for Lonzo Ball in his rookie year. You know, he had a lot of hype to live up to, but he showed he can be a player to build around. He plays as the high-octane engine for his team.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Derek White's checked in for Bellinelli. And it's Mills in for Bryn Forbes. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Josh Hart. And over the summer, Ball stated that he wanted to add more strength to his game.
Yeah, and Ball said he saw the jump Ingram had between his rookie and sophomore year and was encouraged by that. He wanted to match that type of level of improvement, and I guess that means match that type of level of work off the floor. There's a lot to like about Lonzo's future in the league.
Spurs trail by 20. And Mills kicks to DeRozan. The pass to Aldridge. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's White. Drills the three-pointer. White's got 7.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Stevenson against Aldridge. And that one's good by Stevenson. And the Lakers lead by 19. And Mills kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Aldridge.
Don't let Mills shoot.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. Here's DeRozan. And that one hits back iron. Lakers leading by 19 from downtown. And Ball gets it to go on the assist from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 4 assists now tonight. Mills looking it over. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Ball. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged about 10 points a game last year. 7 assists and 7 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
James wide open. No good with the triple. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And White kicks to Aldridge. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Stevenson. Mills can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
DeRozan finds Aldridge. Pass to Cunningham. Now here's White, covered by LeBron. Caldwell Pope against White. Over Caldwell Pope. That's tipped.
And Caldwell Pope just has unreal timing on defense. If you put up something soft, he's going to send it back.
Bertanis, he's checked in for Cunningham. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on an 18-7 run. Stevenson against DeRozan. Pass to Caldwell Pope. For the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside White. He kicks it to Mills. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. The Lakers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. DeRozan against James. Takes the 13-footer, and it's DeRozan missing.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Now, here's Kuzma. 15 points in the game. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
Caldwell Pope outside. Kicks to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Mikhailuk. From outside, off the mark. And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Hangs in the air, and DeRozan lays it in. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's James. 23 points in the game. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Misses the 3.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
Out to the right wing. Caldwell Pope against White. Back to Mills. The tray sinks the three-pointer. Mills has got 10.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort. Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Didn't work.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. And the Lakers also making a change. Ball's checked in. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
And there's the pass to Ball. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope fires the 3, connects from three-point range. Caldwell Pope's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Lakers. On the wing, DeRozan. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
The Spurs have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
One shot. One shot.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Lakers leading by 18. LeBron outside. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. James looking it over. Passes the ball. Three-pointer. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, you gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
Now DeRozan. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
I like that. Even though he's in a hurry, he still remains under control.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Lakers leading by 19. DeRozan and Gay the wings. Then it's White. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Bertsinison at the power forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Caldwell Pope draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, the scrawny strength, the skinny strength of Caldwell Pope catches defenders by surprise. So good at getting fouled and still finding a way to bury the shot. Look, Caldwell Pope, Kevin, he's one of the better 3-and-D wings in this league. He's very active with his hands. And on defense, you know he's always going to get a handful of steals, but he's not the most efficient scorer. But he's solid from deep.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And with Caldwell Pope, as good as he is, he can be inconsistent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like any player, he's going to have his good nights and bad nights. It's just with KCP, the bad nights sometimes really stick out. It all averages out in the end with him, but sometimes you'll think he's a star, and other nights you'll wonder, what is he doing out there?
And Chandler sends it back. The drive by James. And it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Now, whether he's driving, posting up, or firing from deep, you know LeBron has it all. He's been a fantastic evening for him.
Here's Bertans. Pass to Gay. He kicks to DeRozan. Over Caldwell Pope. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist from Gay. 27 points for DeMar DeRozan.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Feeds to James. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
No, he's just super efficient when he's close to the rim. James is like a master at knowing which way to take it.
See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues, and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. You know, the one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vlade or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we're blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform and can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
Well said. Well said. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for San Antonio. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan.
Shooting one.
That free throw good from Aldridge. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Caldwell Pope outside. Chris, in football, you have the franchise tag. It allows a team to keep a superstar by delaying his free agency. Would that work in the NBA?
I'm not sure if that would work in the NBA. It would be what else would reward this player in the franchise tag? Does it allow freedom for other players to come? I think that we're going to have to address some of these issues as time goes on, especially in a place like Golden State where they have so many great players there. But one of the great things about the NBA is the freedom of movement, and I don't think that we've seen really any teams get hurt too bad by the superstar leaving if they've acknowledged he's going to leave and made a trade for him. It is when that they don't acknowledge, a la Orlando with Shaq, a la a couple of other teams, they don't acknowledge that this guy may leave, that you truly end up with nothing. So I'm not sure about that franchise tag yet, Kev, because the NBA is doing great. Players are moving around, and we're going to need some other teams to combat the dominant team overall.
Clock at 4. Here's Aldridge. Back to Bellinelli. Over Caldwell Pope. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Now here's Caldwell Pope.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Cunningham comes in for Davis Bertans. Rudy Gay's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Bellinelli. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
And the Spurs making a change here. Madu's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Now here is Poeltl. Pass to DeRozan. Over Hart. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. DeRozan's got 29 in the game.
And when Poeltl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Now here's James. And they double up James. Inside, here's Kuzma. Got a hand on it. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Right side, DeRozan. Pulls up on the elbow, and another basket for San Antonio.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind, he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
Now here is McGee. Down low. That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist by McGee. And that's now 17 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And Forbes kicks to DeRozan. Over Hart. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And that's now 33 points for DeMar DeRozan. Caldwell Pope against DeRozan. Now here's James. Tight defense on him. Dishes it to McGee. Here's Hart, the three. And Pirtle pulls it down. Gay outside. Kicks it to Forbes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Medu passes to Pirtle. Here is Forbes. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that quick first step that Caldwell Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Web. Did you like that decision?
Take a break. It caused teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that. But I don't like the fact that maybe if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz, and you trade the player that we love so much, and he's an all-star, and I can't root for him as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player, and I want to celebrate with this guy at the All-Star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes the teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who your team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now? And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having to make decisions quickly.
Gay against James. To the inside, Kuzma. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists tonight.
Orchestrating this offense, James. So crafty at distributing the rock.
Now, here's DeRozan over Hart. But he recovers it. And DeRozan kicks to Cunningham. And stolen by LeBron. Caldwell Pope up top. He dishes it to James. Back to Caldwell Pope. The pass to Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to LeBron. Over Gay. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. C-Web is someone who's been up for some of these. Do you feel the voting system as structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. You know, I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
Buries it from 3-point range. Caldwell Pope's got 21 in the game.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Gay against McGee. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And some changes here for the Spurs. Davis Bertans checks in for Cunningham. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Bryn Forbes. And here is Bellinelli. Shot clock at 6. They need this. The offensive rebound. McGee with the block. Lots of room. Connects. The jumper drops.
And guys, this is the blueprint for winning on the road. How about the level of focus on each in every possession.
They've come in with a great overall strategy, the right attitude, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Here's Gay following the bucket by the Lakers. The rebound by the Lakers. McGee's.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
To the paint. Pass to Stevenson. C-Web, a big rule change. Defenders have to give jump shooters space to land. Your thoughts on that?
Great. Thank you. Think about if a guy is hot and you can't stop him, you should not be able to embellish with the rules by sliding your foot up under a guy. If we all remember, I believe that San Antonio was up a couple of years ago on Golden State at home in Game 1, and Pachulia inadvertently put his foot up under Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi was injured. You have to give shooters space to come down. You can't be thinking about that on the way down. We don't want players injured or hurt in this game because of a lack of paying attention to detail, and I think this rule really helps it. Defenders have done it for years. It could be viewed as dirty, but I'm glad the NBA did something about it. I'm very happy about it. And check this out. I'm going to see a lot of guys knocking down even more threes now.
So it's San Antonio now, following the bucket by the Lakers. From deep. Goes back up. The shot comes out, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. 1:49 left in the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Lance Stevenson. And it comes to playing the role of villain in the eyes of many NBA fans. You know, you've got LeBron going to Miami, Durant leaving OKC, going to Golden State. C-Web is having someone to root against good for the league. It seems to build some passion in sports for sure.
I mean, there can never be a hero without a villain.
Sure.
Even if that villain is temporary for one season. So one of the great things about the NBA is that our off season normally is just as exciting as the main season because of the trades and who's going where and the changing of allegiances, of alliances. I mean, so I definitely love all the movement. And, you know, the great thing is you're never going to agree with what any player does 100% the whole time. So I love seeing the changes in the league and having someone to root against. I think it's good for the fan soul to have somebody that you can honestly root against.
Oh, that's fun.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The free throw drops for Pirtle.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
He's perfect from the line this time. Compared to when you were playing, C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the fours and the fives, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on the mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders. The Ben Wallaces, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with the total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or is a way to make sure to highlight you with a mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that. Now Mills, following the three-point attempt by Lance Stevenson, and Mills kicks to White. Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. Pass to Bellinelli. A three ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what was the defensive focus individually and as a team, and how do you think you guys executed it?
It's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but it's a good job by all of us defensively, and it's always good to get a win on the road.
Road wins do tend to be more precious. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.